Hi friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion around understanding the divination done through tarot. In the introductory video, we have already understood the history of tarot, the principle behind tarot reading, and what all are the reasons for which you can go for a tarot reading. Like the way, for example, if you want to have a character analysis of someone, you want to know the glimpse of the future, you want to know the immediate solution to your dilemmas. So those are all are the situation when you can think of going for a tarot reading. Now we have already understood that tarot cards can be divided into two chunks: major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. Major arcana cards which just tells about long lasting, deeply impactful and some significant event which is going to happen around the life of the querent. Because if I am doing a reading for you, I am the reader, you have come for the reading, you will be termed as querent. So some kind of major event happening, or some long lasting event happening in the life of the querent. Then we have the minor arcana cards which just tells about the mundane events, the mundane life events. Because what is going to happen is that on the mirrors of spirituality, major arcana cards just tells about the higher spiritual consciousness, and the minor arcana cards just tells about the implication of those events on the daily life. So the daily ups and downs and the mundane life we see from the minor arcana cards. So in this series what we are going to do is that we will try to understand each and every major arcana cards in detail. So I have already explained that major arcana cards, which are 22 in numbers, carry one unnumbered card which is known as the Fool, and the rest of the 21 cards. This unnumbered card which is known as the Fool is very important because on the mirrors of spirituality it has been believed as that this unnumbered card which is the Fool is the representation of the soul. So these major arcana cards just tells about the journey of the soul in this lifetime, in the form of going through these 21 lessons which the soul needs to go through in each incarnation before attaining the wholeness and the fulfillment. And these all 21 soul lessons can also be termed as a different experiences of the life. So we'll try to understand that. To begin with, I have divided this whole discussion on each major arcana card on 4 parameters. First, we'll try to understand the meaning of the illustration. So as you can see, this is the Fool card. So because these illustrations are the treasure house of all the mysteries, philosophies, different religion, all kind of magics ever been known to mankind. So that is the only reason why each and every element made and drawn on this illustration carries a very deep and meaningful meaning. So we will try to understand the illustration, then we will try to understand the divinatory meaning of this card. What would remain to be the case when you will find this card reversed in your reading, because even the reverse card has got a meaning. And the last would remain to be the practical application and usage, that what all are the situation where we can fit this kind of card, because I am not only a teacher but also a professional and a professional tarot reader as well. So I can even tell you and relate to all the situation where people have come to me in sync, and the situations of the life were in sync with this card. So we'll try to understand that. To begin with, first thing which we need to do is that we need to understand the illustration. So the first thing, like the way I have already explained, that it is the Fool who is going to make this journey. So as you can see, as the soul is separating from the spirit world and about to enter into the physical reality, the physical manifested world. So you can see that this guy is about to jump from the cliff, about the jump. That's one thing. Second thing is, as you can see, this wand on his shoulder. This wand just tells about the willpower. Second thing is, as you can see, this luggage at the end of this wand. So this just represents the universal memory and the intelligence, because if this guy is going to get into this journey, there needs to be some accumulated karmas of the past life, some kind of the the, like the way we say, the merits of the past life. So that we can see from this luggage on his at the end of his wand. It has got the symbol of a Scorpio. If you'll just see it, look at it carefully. So this just tells about the virile strength which this person possess. He is about to get into a new venture, about to get into a new journey. He has the willpower, he has some past experience, past merits, along with some good virile strength. Next is the white rose on his another hand, just tells about a control over the animal desires, animal instincts. Next is as it is it's a spiritual journey, it's going to be a new journey. So we can see that sun is glowing on its full glory. So it is sun is very bright, sun is very illuminated, he is being watched by the higher super consciousness. Next is, as I have already told you, he is about to jump from the cliff, and along with that, this dog, which has been believed by many tarot readers, that this used to be a wolf which has evolved due to the companionship and has become a dog. So this is what the kind of impression which the companionship holds, and along with that, dog has been seen as a man's best friend. So this is how this can be treated as. And in the background, as you can see, this bone chilling ice clad mountains. So this just tells about that the kind of rigid laws of the universe, the abstract rules on which the world works, of which this innocent soul doesn't have an idea. He is just going to venture out into a journey of unknown. So this is about the meaning of the illustration of this card. Next, when it comes to understanding the divinatory meaning, because what is going to happen is that we have to relate this card in the real life situation of the people. So when it comes to divinatory meaning, that can be divided into 4 categories. First thing is, what this card tells about is the beginning. You are trying to expand your horizon, getting into new venture. A student, going to begin his academic career. A professional person who has completed his education might be venturing out into beginning his career, So this is how we can look at it. A businessman trying to get into new venture, expanding his horizon. So first thing which this card tells about is the beginning. Second thing which this card tells about is spontaneity. Giving surprises, being carefree, taking, believing, taking a leap of faith, believing in your, impulses. So, doing something unexpected, not caring, just living in the moment. So this is what the second thing this card tells about. First was beginning, second was spontaneity, third is, having faith. You need to have faith in the higher powers. You need to, feel yourself being protected, being watched by the higher powers. And last being the embracing folly. So embracing folly means, like the way many times, we take all those kind of crazy chances. So this is all what this card represents. Now when it comes to understanding its meaning, if you have found this card to be reversed, so many people, what they do is that they just exactly take the opposite of that meaning. So for example, if the card is good, the reverse card is completely opposite to that. So it all depends on you while doing a reading, what your inner instinct says. But apart from being the reverse meaning, this also just negates and reduces the impact of that card. So in this way, we can say that the person is not taking immature decisions. He is going with indiscretion, folly. So all that we can see when you will see this card and try to understand the reversed meaning of this card, because upright card is telling about taking chances, believing in God, believing in your inner impulse, inner instinct. And reverse card is that you are you're vulnerable towards taking wrong decision. You're getting into something which of which you do not have any prior experience, and you are very much vulnerable towards facing losses or making mistakes. When it comes to understanding its meaning in a reading, so many times when people come to me for a reading, and when this card appears, because the way I do reading is that first I try to understand and relate the person with one individual card, and this being a major arcana card, so someone can be related to this card. So this relates to all the situation when the person has completely left himself onto the fate. He doesn't know which way to go, what to do. But best part is this card also tells about the unlimited potential, limitless possibilities which each moment possess. So this is how we can relate to this card. This card is the very first card of the major arcana card, which is very important. So I hope I made myself very clear in this discussion on the major arcana cards. For further more updates and notification on tarot reading, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.